First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 20, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
Yeah, it's on.
Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A 6-yard pickup.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. But start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Packers 7, Lions nothing.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will be very close to a 1st down. I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A handoff as they run the counter play. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch. Really nice yardage.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Tight end Boyle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
A 3-yard loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This ball's tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 2-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw now in his own end zone. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
They're on 20-yard line.
Twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A 9-yard pickup just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive 1st down plays. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would have loved to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line.
34.
They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
The tackle made by Brandon Graham. It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Packers.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Yeah, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Past the 20.
Here we go.
And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Shake it back.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now a handoff here to his his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up
a loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Packers 26, Lions 2.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Packers' 45-yard line.
Second and 11 now. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 36. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Lions on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're running it. It's Michel. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it. It worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
2-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Lions 10.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. This one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
We got a plane to catch.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And it's 3rd down.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road